they will make a, because we are streaming this.
Okay.
I expected people come and they are here. To wiecie co, to znaczy ja mam taką prośbę, żebyście może siedli teraz na chwilę i posłuchali tego wywiadu, bo potem mamy jeszcze pół godziny czasu przed koncertem. Taki, no, sorry, bo to wiecie, w programie jest, ale my tylko jesteśmy, więc... Naprawdę. Uważam. Yes, they came. Can you imagine? Amazing.
Thank you. So many people.
But you know, they came and some of them even they didn't point out that
Okay.
that's the moment. So good evening. I think good evening or good afternoon. It's 4:30. The last day of the festival. We are still continue the line which is called Audio Art Conference. It's quite important part of the education. In fact, I expect more students, but okay, we have what we have, and we decided that the presentation would be just before the concert.
Okay.
So it's like a lecture, really introduction. Some of them were like a post-introduction, so they were like a epilogue after the show, and that makes quite interesting the story, because either you explain what happened or you talk about other items. So what do you think? What would be the subject in this special schedule, like just before the concert, and we will make short break and then you start the concert.
Maybe I can introduce myself and maybe this instrument too, because for sure you don't really know what it is. You know it is a bagpipe? Yes? Yes, you know. My name is Erwan Keravec. I'm a bagpipe player. I live in France, in the west part of France called Brittany.
In Breton, you also spell it Erwan?
Erwan.
Erwan,
Erwan in French.
Okay.
And it is not French name, it's Breton name. And my name Keravec is the same. Yes, it's Breton name, not French name. So I grew up in traditional music, traditional culture. So I learned the music on bagpipe when I was young. So I learned to music for dance, for weddings, for funeral. And after a while, I decided to work on new music for this instrument. Yes, please. And there is something really special in what we do in Brittany when we play the bagpipe. Of course, this instrument is not Breton bagpipe; it is Scottish bagpipe. So it was imported last century, beginning of last century, by musicians. They decided to import the instrument because of the music they want to play in big band. Before we only play in couple, in duo, a bombard, it is like an old oboe, and the bagpipe. The bagpipe from Brittany, the name is Biniou. It is a small bagpipe than this one, smaller, just one drone and a little chanter like this. It is one octave higher and more loud. It's really louder. And they play only for music, for social meeting, like a wedding, like a fete, festival like that. And we play also another situation is bagad. It is like an orchestra. And in this situation, we play written music. So when I was young, I learned to play orality, and at the same time written music. And in around 2000, I decided to work on new music for bagpipe. First in improvisation with jazzman. It was my first step far away from my traditional music. And after contemporary music. So I decided to commission composers for bagpipe, solo, with trio, with two singers, with a quatuor of pipers, with a choir, and so lot of different composition.
How big was the pipe ensemble? Because I saw on the video it was like 12.
My last pieces, it is on not a new piece. It is on In C by Thierry Riley, and we play in a big circle. The audience inside of the circle, and we are 20. 20 bagpipes and bombards.
These columns.
Yeah, with columns of light.
Yes.
So this one, it is. It's not really Scottish bagpipe. Bagpipe from Ireland is in B flat. So, my excuse before. What a bagpipe is, it is an instrument with a bag. There is around 70 different bagpipes in Europe, and this one is from Scotland. There is 3 drums, 5 nuts, a pipe for blow, and this one is a chanter with holes for the fingers for the melody. So what I said, bagpipe in Scotland is in B flat, and this one is in C. So drone are in C. Same notes than in B flat. So we just change the reference between the chanter and the drone. Scottish don't play this kind of bagpipe, just in B flat. This is an instrument I use always for contemporary music and improvisation because of the sound. I really love this. So principle is really simple. This is for blowing. The sack, the bag, is just to have the reserve of air. When I blow, I don't press the bag. When I inhale, I press the bag. Easy. Three reeds here, simple reeds. You can see there is just this part is vibration. This is like a slide, just to tune this part, the drones with the chanters. And here is a double reed, like an oboe.
Like a
use the tone.
Yeah.
So it's not possible for this. There is nothing. Okay. So we have to play with grace notes, so really short notes. We can't detach the other one. So there is in Scottish music there is really a huge work around what you can do with only 9 holes. Maybe I can show you. If you want to put something on your ear, you can see if possible. So, the 3 drones. To sound, we can blow lengths and more pressure to have the sound of the chanter. So first we have the sound of the drones. I can stop it and restart it. With the bag or the finger. Okay, again. If there is enough pressure in the bag, it's not possible for the reed to restart. Okay? So when there is less pressure, now for the chanter. Okay. Chanter needs more pressure inside of the bag. So there is of course first the drones and after the chanter. Because of the chanter needs more pressure than the drones, it's possible to play the chanter, start the chanter, restart the chanter. It's of course possible to play silence with sound, but there is it's not really easy to play fast because there is the bag. But it is possible. But this is not the music of the bagpipe, of course. The music of the bagpipe in traditional music is the drone start and the chanter plays the melody like this. So this is a melody from Brittany, a dance. Around where I live in the south of Brittany, and this tune is from the center south of Brittany. So I said if you want to play staccato, you have to use grace notes. That's what I play. So the idea is this. Of course, it's really necessary because basically bagpipe is legato. It's like this. With the grace note.
That's nice.
Okay, you understand? Yes, it's easy. No question? No?
So there's a one scale, in fact.
Yes, one scale.
One scale.
Yes. You
And
can.
then
Is it possible?
microtonal by losing the pressure.
Not really low to the pressure, but you can play with. It is simple holes, so it's possible to play half, like. It's possible. Maybe the sound is not really well tuned because of the slide. Maybe I can do it. There is, of course, a lot of possibilities with only the drones, because of the simple reeds. You can play with different level of pressure. The second level is the real tune. This one. This is C. How is possible to play with the pusher inside of the bag. Inside of the bag, I put valves. Usually, Scottish musicians use this kind of valves just to stop the bagpipe easily, like this. If you want to stop properly, you have to press the bag, and at the moment there is not enough air in the bag, you just move the arm, there is not enough air. Scottish decided to put valves inside to play this easily, but I decided to fix them just to be able to play with this drum, after with this one, both, and after with this one. So there is just one. It's really, for traditional music, there is no use of this, but for me in contemporary music and improv, I use it a lot because it's possible to play really loud. There is no this kind of effect in traditional music. And what I can say now? No question. It is. Who want to start?
Do you have idea who arrives this development of instrument in Scotland?
Oh.
There is a research about
there was a lot of different bagpipe in Europe. There is around 70 different bagpipe. There is only a bag, with one, without. We don't really know where the bagpipe was invented. Maybe in the center of Europe, and there is a lot of movement of population, and there was movement and bagpipe arrived. But you know, in traditional music, the idea of the continuity of the sound, we can find it in different way, with a bag, with the blowing, continue blowing. You understand? Yeah. Circular. Yes. For didgeridoo or raita or like this. But and in Africa it is drums, percussion with the sound and bass sound played with the drums. And this one I don't really know because there is, I think it is 4 different bagpipes only in Scotland and UK. With lots. And why we don't really know. There is this one for it was a clanic society before the invasion of the British, and bagpipe was only played for ceremonies of the clan, not for a big band, and it was for.
You're talking about Celtic times.
Yes, yes, yeah, but Celtic pipes, not only Celtic pipes, because
Celtic times.
Yes, Celtic times. Oh, yes, of course. But we're not really sure that there was Celtic. Not really.
You know what I make this question because the not the instrument in itself, but the sound and the way to play with a continuum drum and the way that you make the scales after with the,
Yes.
you call the singer, no?
Chanteur.
Chart. I listen music like this from Middle East,
Yes.
or also Morocco,
Yeah.
Cariauca, no? When they play in group, they one play what this one do and the others stay in drum.
Yes.
It's very
With Zurna.
And when I was traveling around, I noticed that there are names that are related with Celtic names, for example, in Turkey, in Anatolia.
Yeah.
And in the history, they know that there were exchanges with Celtas.
Okay.
People coming from your area. I mean, not just from France, no, maybe
Right.
from England. What is that now in?
You know, there is bagpipe in Maghreb and Iran too. There is a non-bagpipe, not this one.
Just with with Bach.
Yeah, with the bag like this one. It is not really the same because there is not one chanter but two parallel, and the musician play both at the same time, but there is no drones. This one is the name is Shekwa in Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, and in Iran there is another one is Ner Ambounan. Ner Ambounan is just pipe and bag, and it is the same. Two chanters parallel, and the musician play both like this.
Something for down.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. How is it? No, it's not mine.
Yeah, I am curious what comes first, the way to play in group. I mean, making the drum from some people, and then
That's what I hear in Turkey with Zurna. Usually they play with one soloist and two or three others only on drums. Yes.
Where?
In Turkey, in Turkey, it is the name of the music is there is a name of this music. I don't remember it. maybe after. It is really it is something like a noble, but you don't put your lips on the reed, I think, but I'm not sure. Hello.
So what about the other media? Because you mentioned about different projects, yes?
Yes.
You, as I remember when you performed on Unsound, that was another project. Recently in September, you were here in
Yes,
Kraków.
I was there in September for Sacrum Profanum to play in solo. And it was a concert of compositions of new music, and the first one was composed by Heiner Goebbels, the second one by Philip Glass. It is not composition for me. The piece of Philip Glass. It was all piece for piano, and the last one is Occam Océan, Occam 27 by Hélène Radig. She's a French composer, famous for electronic music, and now she only composes for musicians.
Acoustic.
Acoustic, yes, without electronic. And she decided to play only with the drones, because of course when you play only with three sounds really close to each other, it's possible to make. So the name in French is différentiel. I'm not sure of the name in English. When two sounds are really close.
Interferences.
Sorry.
Interferences.
No, it's not interferences.
Acoustic emission or
It is, yes, wow. Battement. Batiment.
The oscillation that produces
Yes, yes. And with the bagpipe, of course, it's really easy to play it. is only with this idea. How it's possible to have at the beginning something really simple to understand because it is all C, and after a while there is so many battements and you don't hear the fundamental. It is still here, of course, but we don't hear it.
Sorry, that's my recording of you. That's cool.
And when I played when I started to play in improvisation, it was not so easy at the beginning because what I knew at this time is to play loud because of my culture, and that's what I learned to play, and that's what I knew to play. And if you want to play with someone else, you have to be the lead, but not only the lead. You have to play background too. And so I work with on a lot of different sound with extended technique, and of course I play with the drone, without the drone, with what we show you with the possibilities of the drones, and of course without I can play only with the chanter. I work on this kind of sound just because I wanted to play with someone and to find some possibility of dialogue, because when I play loud there is I'm the leader of course. And at the moment I decided at the same time to work. Is it possible for an instrument monophonic like this one? There is all it's like a flute. I don't have any contact on the reed, but is it possible to play two sounds at the same time, or just the illusion of this? Is it possible for the audience to hear two sounds with this kind of instrument? I find a way. Maybe we say. So for me, I don't know if for you it's the same. I hear a C, this one. This one. And the other thing is it possible to make to play something like with for a rock band, the bass and the melody. It's playing really fast between the two levels of the chanter, and you will see during the concert because of course it's all I use. And playing in the part of the chanter something you can hear like it can be the subject, and the other part is something like the drones, and I switch. This part can be the subject, and this part can be the drones, or different sentences at the same time. So it is a lot of my work in solo. Is it possible to be just along, like an accompaniment and the lead at the same time? Okay.
So you arrived yesterday after the concert by Jean-François Laporte.
Yes.
He was using several instruments, self-built instruments, and he was using air compressors, so like what I was mentioning when
Yes.
I was picking you up. So that's also the continuous sound. The structure is continuous, and then you are manipulating on the timbre in this way. So this is also like a continuous sound, the essential
Yes, but
structure of the. But then you, of course, you play on a melodic on a.
yes, but not only the beginning of this work of new music on bagpipe. The first question was, is it possible to play the rupture? Because of course the sound. Because of course when you play this kind of music of bagpipe, of course the continuity of the sound is the first idea of what you can do.
You can switch off the bourbon.
Yes, but not only play what is possible to cut, to stop and restart really suddenly. How it's possible to play the silence with the bagpipe, to play around the silence. Of course, it's not the first idea you can have with this kind of instrument. So when you want to play something new on it, for me it was the first question: how it's possible to play around the silence.
Well, that's like most discovery of
Yes.
preparation of other extended techniques.
Yes.
Appeared, of course, by many experiments. And so, what is the price of this instrument?
Do you want to buy it?
Not yet. But I can imagine there are different companies, there are different.
It's not so expensive because it is traditional music, so popular.
When you go to the countryside, there are some builders of those instruments.
Yes, in Brittany. I think this one now is around 1,000 or no, maybe 2,000 euros.
2,000 euros.
So it's not so expensive for an instrument. Yes, please.
What about the zip tie that you have on the back? Why do you? What's the purpose
zip.
of this thing?
This?
Yes.
Always the same question.
Yeah, because
of course, it's normal.
It seems unusual because I've seen many bagpipes, but never with the zip tie.
Yes. When you play I inhale the air from outside at the temperature ambient. In the bag, it's not the same temperature because of most of my
so
body.
The moisture.
So the temperature here is not the same, so there is condensation on the reed. There is it's simple reed, so if there is humidity on the accord, the tune move, and so the tuning of the bagpipe will move. So the reason of this is there is inside first, this pipe is this one. There is a little bottle with just for the humidity in here, and after the air inside can go freely to the chanter. And for the drones, there is another thing. This thing, the air come here, and after to the drones, and when the air is here, there is less humidity, just for the condensation. It's for the tuning. It's for the tuning, because it's not possible to play. When I play some kind of program, I play 1 hour, and 1 hour without tuning is not possible. So I have to retune, but at what point when there is a lot of humidity on the reeds, they stop. They will stop, and after you just have
But
to.
usually
flip.
one tuning is enough for one concert.
Not really one tuning, because it's like a guitar. You have to move. There is different, but there is not enough humidity on the reed to stop it. So just to have the right sound from the beginning to the end.
Did you try to experiment with the reeds made from other materials than the reeds itself? My friend is making reeds from yogurt cups. It's like taking scissors and cutting the reeds from yogurt pipes, and he says it's good. It's quite interesting. Sound is different, but
there is a lot of different makers of reeds, because you can find in shopping, you can find different reeds. So for me, I never tried. I know how to make it, but it was a decision 20 years ago. I decided to play on a bagpipe you can buy tomorrow if you want. It's not special bagpipe. It was possible to play on. I decided to move this part to play with something inside, to different. But it's not possible for another musician to play the same music as I play. And I am a piper and still want to be a piper, like a legacy or an heritage. And I think playing on the bagpipe you can buy, or you if you want this one. It's really important for me. So no, I play on the bagpipe you can buy tomorrow if you want.
okay.
So you already mentioned there are different kinds of bagpipe, but is it the bigger bags?
No, the bigger one I
this
think
is just enough. Yeah,
the bigger one I think is certainly Bodega. Bodega is bagpipe from Languedoc in France, in the south, close to Pyrenees. I think it is certainly, and one bagpipe from Hungary too. It's really huge bag. It is a goat, but one animal.
And that also with the lower sounds, those bourdon, yes?
No. There is a lot of bagpipe without drums.
With those, yeah, only
like
melodic.
Only melodic.
Yes.
And there is a few with one. The bagpipe from Ireland, from the Irish bagpipe, young pipe. There is 3 drums and 3 regulators. So it is a double reed. So it's played on the knees like this, and there is valve here. You can play with your arm, and at the same time there is 3 drones and the chanter. So it's really competitive.
More questions?
Stratospheric balloon instead of the back. Stratospheric balloon instead of the.
Yes, good question.
Stratospheric.
Yeah, I think that Marek was speaking about the stratospheric balloon connected to these chanters and drums.
And there is a symbolic aspects involved in all times related to this instrument. For example, to say that the continuum can represent female energy and the chanter part, the male energy, because the horizontal thing. Also the celtas, no, the symbol of Ouroboros, no, the return of the same. It's just an idea that a personal mind now about the way that you play a continuum and comes a melody. It could be a symbol of how it's going on the life of the world, how we see. But do you know about that?
No.
Something? Or is talked between the Breton people?
Yeah.
Because I have many friends from Bretagne in France, and they're pretty, in some way they are pretty pagan. they have this pagan way to behave, very celebrative. They love music. They are very, very special, yeah. And also very rooted. They like a lot the homeland. I'm talking from Finisterre.
Okay.
Finisterre. Yeah.
I live very close to Finisterre.
Yeah. One of my best friends live in Morlaix.
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 In the north, yes.
See. And yeah, always we have these talks. I don't know if there is writings about that.
It's the first time
about the relations with symbols of life and the instrument or the way to play, or maybe it's lost some.
There is in Scottish music there is a symbolic for each note. Not a lot of this on this bagpipe, but in bagpipe in B flat, the B flat is note of life. The A, maybe I say wrong because I never work on it, but each note have symbolic, but the notes not relation between the
yeah, in Scottish.
in Scottish. In Pipro is classical music or old music on bagpipe. Composed in 17th century or 16th century. So really old music. Thank you.
So, but again,
Yes, please.
what is the ancestor of bagpipe? When you think about the air pressure mechanism, because it comes from the natural leather or the organ from the animal. It looks like this, yes, a little bit like this.
Yes.
I can imagine that it was discovered quite.
I don't really know.
Long ago. Okay.
I don't know. Yes.
But so similar to a duck also.
Yeah, well,
Maybe they
I
see
think
a duck or a goose. I don't know how to say in English, but they quack,
Duck. Like a duck? What do you say? It's not a duck.
so there's a
Maybe
duck
a goat.
inside. The small one.
Really small one. That why of the zip is not only for humidity.
So okay, thank you very much. I think that we are making, as we planned, we are making break
Okay.
just to relax or warm up.
Yes, a bit.
Depends on what, and then we start the concert at around 6.
Around 6.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We are making the final.